Bulls basketball on the Chicago Sports Network is presented by Calamos Investments as the Minnesota Timberwolves coming off back-to-back losses led by Anthony Edwards coming to town to take on the Bulls as they play Game 3 of a 6-game homestand at the United Center.
Pendulum swing back towards double bigs. A couple of years ago, tap one by one of those bigs, the four-time defensive player's career. And he's top 5 this year. That was his 53rd of the season. Dante DiVincenzo is one of the best spot-up. Here's Randall, left-hander. Kick from McDaniels, Seattle native, stepping on Giddy, floating it up and in. Coro does miss the left-handed layup. McDaniels with that length got back to deter defensively. Here comes Randall, lob for Gobert.
And I'd rather see the benches clear on that type of situation than the Bulls talking to him.
And Kobe White even said, like, yeah, it was an NBA scuffle. There is Vucevic. DiVincenzo snatches it. Edwards is out there, plus Jalen Clark off the bench for Minnesota. Naz Reid's not afraid to pull the trigger, and he's still getting it done. And his 19th season out of Ohio State. Dosunmu's matched up with Reid. This is what happens in those double big lineups.
And you got to double. If you can avoid the Bulls switching that with those smaller guards, it'll really help you go dunk it.
Williams blows by Reid and lays it in. He and Randall get to the line a bunch. Vucevic working on Naz Reid and the left hand.
It's a simple game. Points have been in the paint.
Yep. 5 of 9 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3. Here is Smith. He takes a 3 and connects. Factor, Bulls #2 bench scoring unit in the NBA. Reid, no long rebound to McDaniels. Here's Bones. He hits a 3, so he gets Giddy, who's matched up with McDaniels. That's a tough assignment. McDaniels has been all defense in his career already. Nice blow by Giddy. That's another reason they earned one of those nicknames. He had kind of point guard handles at his size as a young kid. Oh,
bang, bang, bang. Test denied.
A couple of them tonight for Jalen Smith.
Who said sticks can't be a rim protector?
He can be a 3-point shooter, too. He's got Dalen Terry on him here. Tough matchup for Dalen. Edwards, step back, gets up 3. Edwards led the NBA with 320 makes last year. He's got 84 this year. Takes another.
Yeah. You know, and this is the only time the Timberwolves are coming here. That's so right. Imagine if he decided to sit out right now and not play.
No, Buzelis, I want to play. It was a great prospect out of Texas. Went to Kentucky. Buzelis drives and rejected angrily by Gobert.
He recovered nicely.
He did it on defense. The Euro step does it on offense, too. And minutes pushed away by Jalen Clark.
I'll tell you what, Jalen Clark's going to get a reputation to be like a Herb Jones type of player.
Here is DiVincenzo, defense to off. 7 and 5 this year. He's had 2 triple-doubles this season. Giddy off the bench, fires and hits. Comes Edwards. Io taking the challenge defensively. Giddy against Gobert. Nice move and dunk. Buzelis leads the team in games played. He's missed 1 game this year. Everybody else has missed time.
Bang, bang.
Buzelis, but off target with the left hand. That's what Gobert does just to deter defensively. Buzelis is behind the play. DiVincenzo has space for a 3. Gobert, the clear out. McDaniels keeping an eye out. Edwards dug down for a second, and Buzelis hits the 3.
Feel they have when they're out there playing with one another on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Buzelis somehow got it to Vucevic, who flips it up and in. Acer and Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu has to guard Gobert. That's not a good formula. Randall finds McDaniels for 3. Wow. Only his first 3-point attempt of the night, but he's a 40% guy. Well, Randall's frustrated that he just got crossed by Herter, and he found Smith is over to front him. Highland is matched up with Smith, and he takes him to the rim and draws the foul.
Thrown away and
they do allow that now.
Yeah, now you do it, but
for a long time that wasn't the case.
Yeah, but they're doing it too late.
Yeah. Gobert! Along with 9 points. Here comes Anthony Edwards riding 17. And a turnaround jumper goes right down the drain. This was a 5-point game at halftime. Here's Herter. Got it to Jones. Off to Vucevic, and he scores. Vucevic, who had a quiet second quarter, Comes back, he's got 18 points and 5 rebounds. And Edwards too easy against the smaller Jones. He was basically a main starter for the Timberwolves, and now this year coming in off the bench. Nice little boost for them. Veteran guard. Pierto, much needed 3.
Well, they're getting ready to go. The Bulls are doing a 2-3 zone now, but you got to rebound out of this zone.
Yeah, because they can't contend with the size of Randall and Reed right now. Now Reed hits a 3 to beat the. These are really tough mismatches for the Bulls right now.
Because the Bulls are getting caught on switching. And when you get caught on switching, you got teams like this, they're going to. How about Julius Randle with 10 assists?
He had 11 the other night in the loss to Brooklyn. He's had 2 triple-doubles this year. Finds Naz Reid looking for another assist, and he has it.
And also a very, when he locks in defensively,
yeah,
he can shut the top scorers down.
It's brought to you by the Illinois Lottery. Naz Reid. That's why Naz Reid now has a game-high 26 points. Second most he's scored in a game this year. He had 28 against Washington. Vucevic hits a much needed.
Line. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And again, he's just finding his spots wide open again.
Yep.
Oh, man. At the time, now you're forced to put the ball in other guys' hands who don't handle it as much. Trey Jones is the one guy who's a move right there by.
And now that would have tied his career high. It is 31 for Reed, his 5th career 30-point game. Nice move by Jones going to the rim. He's got 11 off the bench in 19 minutes. Randall attacks and scores. Finds Conley.
You got a mismatch down low.
Randall slings it. That's a very deep DiVincenzo 3. His 4th of the night. He's got a dozen points, and it is a rout now.
I'm going to tell you what, DiVincenzo, that year he spent at Golden State, really helped his 3-point shooting. Things out of the book.
Really
Jordan's teammates did not like him. You know, he had Phil's books of Maverick, and Phil, they had some excerpts about Phil. Get back a couple years later, Robin Figger got some kind of domestic violence, and Phil pulled out the Washington Times and read it to him, and that was the only time I've ever heard him shut up. He didn't. And then as a timeout's coming, he'd be like, "Rookies, why are y'all not paying attention?" And Phil looked at it and said, "Pay attention. Don't listen to him."
Well, you got to pay attention to Naz Reid and Jalen Clark. Reid got the layup, Clark got the pick and the score. France, number 17 pick, who was a professional in Slovenia last year. Io with the interception, and he dunks it home. It is Io Williams. So you got Leonard Miller, 3rd year with Minnesota. Williams hits a 3. Uggs hit that incredible buzzer beater to win it. Here is Juzang, who spent the first couple of years of his career with Utah. Rebound to Clark. He dives in, fellow UCLA Bruin, and he draws a foul with a chance at a 3-point play.
I'll tell you what, this kid has worked his small forward position. And he did a very good job in Cleveland. He's playing on a team where there's so many different guys on that team.
Leonard Miller rides Dosunmu to the rim.
As in that drafted play tonight.
Okoro as well. He was in the top 5. Jalen Smith too. Rob Dillingham. There it is. That's a 3.
I'm telling you, man, this kid can play. And Carter more minutes too.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy that can come in and ignite you with offense.
And we could end up seeing him as the last guard on the bench in the rotation.
Man, listen, that Dillingham, I'm telling y'all, keeping up behind Anthony Edwards and all these other guys and learn how to play the game the right way and be professional. When you get put on a team where you automatically able to play, he's able to go to a team that's not winning. They throw him out there. Young kids, 18, 19, let him play right after the block. Yeah. You look at Cooper Flagg. They had Cooper Flagg playing point guard at first, and he looked out of sync. Yep. And now they decided to let him play his natural. Oh, good, there you go. 4 of 12.
The Bulls had 6 in double figures for the 7th, or at least 5 in double figures for the 7th straight game. 6 of them tonight, but it was a costly night. Kobe White played just 7 minutes before he had to leave with a calf issue. Josh Giddey left after 18 minutes with a hamstring issue. Collins missed the game tonight with a toe injury.